Evening all, and welcome to episode 80 of Kerbalism. Now last time out, we ended with an explosion. An issue to our orbital hotel caused one of the biomes to just fly off. Luckily for us though, time in Kerbal Space Program does not always have to travel just forwards. Well, fortunately, we're not completely dead. I don't know what happened there. I don't know how that got its wiggle on and went a bit weird, but it did. So I am just strutting up the whole thing using auto strut. I've done all the endpoints. They're strutted to the heaviest point. I'll do the fuel containers as well. Sorry, the food containers. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there, why that started wiggling. I do know that in here, oddly enough, we're getting our masses off. I wonder why that is. Ah! Oh. Well, I put shielding on this one, but not on the others. Oh dear. Can we transfer shielding around? This would be a bit weird. Can we do that? Shielding. Biosphere. No, okay, we can't transfer it around. It's not a transferable resource. Okay. That could be what caused it to start shaking. One side's heavier than the others. I'm not sure how you can do that. I know you can send up something to produce shielding from waste. It's going to be an awful lot to try and fill up everything that needs shielding on here. But I should probably shield this place. Yeah, I haven't put shielding on anything. Wow, that's got shielding. I should probably send up something with a great big waste container and get it to start producing shielding to fill up everything here. I know that takes an age, but we are quite far out. And if I bring up the radiation belts, we don't touch any. There's the closest approach to one. So we are pretty circular. We are exactly circular. No, we're not. We're slightly circular. But yeah. So the only concern I have is how close we get to that meteor every now and then. But okay, that would explain why the centre of mass was off. But that's something we can deal with at a later date. That's fine. But for now, our Kerbal's there, and you can see we've got that texture glitch there on all of these. Not sure what's doing that. An overlapping thing, but there's nothing to overlap. But anyway, the hotel is done. The hotel is complete. There we are. There is our orbital hotel in all its glory, done, dusted and ready, with a strange separator floating in space. So let's go and have a look, see if we've got any contracts to fill our space hotel. So back here in mission control, you can see straight away our money has dropped badly. Each of those launches was expensive. And although I did obviously recover the boosters, unless I could land them directly back at the KSC, I don't really get that much back for them. So maybe I should start looking into trying to do that. Trying to do a SpaceX thing and trying to land. Never really been good at powered landings, if I'm honest. But anyway, what do we have? Do we have any contracts to yes, we do. Look, bring 19 tourists to the orbital hotel. Gives us 714,000. Not a lot of money, but we can get to the orbital hotel quite easily, actually. So let's do that. Let's bring those there first. By simply modifying the nose to our current space plane that goes to the asteroid and back, we can add lots more seats. We can do a what is this, 20-seater, something like that, 24, I think, and yeah, 26 actually. This will be a 26-seater, so it can easily take all the tourists that are required to our hotel, and make us some easy money. And after a nice short flight, we are here at the hotel. It's very simple to get up here. The only thing I need to remember is bloody shielding. I don't put any shielding on any of my crafts, and one day we're going to end up melting a Kerbal or two. So yeah. But yeah, we've managed to get up here. We've still got some liquid fuel left, so if I need to use that for anything during re-entry or something, we've got that. And we've still got 1,800 meters a second on this lithium engine. It's fantastic. One thing I do need to do at some point is obviously our radiators are pretty damn warm here. Let's turn down our reactor, because there's no point in having that running at full power. What I do need to do is have a look at the ENRU that I'm bringing up. I need to bring up like one for this trip, to be honest with you. It doesn't need anywhere near that amount of fuel inside it. And I wonder whether that might save me a lot of money. I know I'll recover these. If I could land at the Kerbal Centre, that would be fantastic. I did make some modifications to this to try and help with that. Obviously the nose is different now, so maybe it'd be a bit more aerodynamic and won't flip around. And also we've got some rogue drogue chutes on the back here, so if it does start spinning around, I can deploy them and hopefully we'll end up nose down and I can recover out of it. So that's the idea there. But first and foremost, we actually need to dock at the station. We've only got a small docking port on this one. Deploy docking port. So we're going to have to go to one of the smaller ports on the side here. And I need to figure out exactly how... my lights on there. I'm going to do things. This should have all the lights on as well. There we are, that's better. I need to figure out exactly how I'm going to line these up. I mean, this is... where is our ship? There. So we're coming over here, so we'll dock at this one. I don't know what one this is, but we'll open it up anyway. See, that is really tiny to get to, and got radiators below, and we've got this above, and I'm just wondering if I should come in that way and dock, or up and down. I think coming straight would probably make more sense, but then that blocks that port off there for future. Although it's only a... I'm probably overthinking this, aren't I? Yep. No, there's the our magic floating ring. We don't need that one. We need this one here. So we want to target that. And well, let's accelerate time and get up there, shall we? Okay, so first things first, let's slow down. Oh. Yeah, I think we will dock this sort of way, nose in towards the centre, providing that's long enough. Don't know. I don't know if that'll be long enough or not. We'll find out. If we crash bang wallop into it, then we know it wasn't enough. So go down some more. I put retrograde thrusters on this and forgot that this cockpit had them itself, so I didn't probably need them. But well, we've got them. Okay, so do I want to control from here? Ooh, we're lighting up the station. That's interesting. That's probably why my frame rate dropped. That's not going to work, is it? That nose is too long. Right, so we need to rotate ourselves around and dock this way. I honestly thought I built quite a big station. Turns out I'm actually building bigger ships. So yeah, and it also turns out that the SAS is just thick. I don't know why it does that. It seems to, when you control from somewhere that isn't the nose, it seems to do it from the centre of mass rather than the actual like docking port for some reason. I picked this one here and it's clearly aiming from up here somewhere. So I don't know. Strangeness. Right, and of course we turn that away because that's kind of where we are. Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay. Let's turn on docking mode. Using caps lock to turn on docking mode because this has got some powerful RCS on it. Yeah, I think in hindsight this was kind of a bad idea the way I've done this. Maybe having the docking port on the bottom would make life a bit easier because I wouldn't have to worry about these up here. Or there's a few other things, but we'll make the most of this. It'll be fine. Really easy to overshoot with this. Got a lot of RCS on it, and I know that's how I built it, but still, that surprises me. Anyway, here we come. Again, using the whole keep the green node the opposite side of where I'm aiming. So they're pretty much lined up. And off stability control and turn off the RCS, and hopefully we get a dock. There we go. Look at that. First time. That is tight. Wow. Bring the camera up here. Yeah, that is very tight. I wonder if there's any way you can get to actually have it so that when you tell it to open a docking port, it like has one further out, has like a long beam. I wonder if there's a mod or something that does that. Long docking ports. One that extends out. So yeah, because the orbital hotel is big, but it's not as big as the passenger liner. Which I suppose makes sense, because if you think about it in real life, hotels, yeah, they're big buildings, but compared to a cruise ship, yeah, that's probably a space cruise ship. But anyway, our Kerbals are here. They have all come to the hotel. They are happy. We've got some bad... Oh yeah, we lost 24,000 credits because the boosters exploded. They didn't put any parachutes on them. And we have completed that contract. So our hotel is up and running. It's got people onto it. Everything is happy. What is there left to do? Well, maybe filling the tanks would kind of be an idea. And for that, we need to head back to Minmus and finally put that base together. So I've been looking at what we need to sort this Minmus base out. We've got the construction ports up here, but really we need a crane. The crane we have over there somewhere is good. It has now got a winch on it. We've managed to add that to it, but it's not great. So the construction port mod does actually have a crane with it. Quite a useful one by the looks of things. So I want to build one of them. But we need some more rocket parts. Rather than delivering the crane itself, I thought we should deliver some rocket parts with my new craft here. Oh dear, that's coming in very quickly. And boom. Look at that. That was almost a perfect landing. Yes, look at that. Look. Excellent. Right. So, yes, this here is a little tiny craft that I built and launched a while ago, 10 days ago, and it's got in its cargo bay 2 K&K storage part storages, so we can build more things. These are on docking clamps, so the idea is that we could build the crane these out, and then put fuel tanks in it, and this could be used to go backwards and forwards. It's not very big, it could probably be a better tanker, but yeah, it's quite useful. I have brought all the rest of my crew up. Every last one of them are up here now, the engineers, the scientists, everything, because I think you can get better efficiency by putting more people inside the science base, I believe. But I'm not entirely sure about that. I think that's right. So all we need to do is plug this in. We have got these ports on the side, so I need to find somewhere else to park, really. Luckily, I've got the Werner engines at the bottom of this, and they use liquid fuel and are pretty good because they let me actually float around. It's fantastic. Quite difficult to control this craft actually, because for some reason when you're controlling from an upper node, the rotation, all the controls are correct. So you know, if I push D, it leans to the right. That's fine. But if I push E, you think it spins to the right, but it doesn't. It spins to the left, which does confuse me a little bit, if I'm honest. We're going to do a little kangaroo maneuver here. Fine. We want to go that way. It's very difficult to actually get a hover correct, because obviously you're burning fuel, and as you're burning fuel, the craft becomes lighter, and because it becomes lighter, it's then goes up. Probably a setting in MechJeb somewhere that could do this for me. I did pretty much use MechJeb to bring this here. Even used the landing guidance with MechJeb, but it would try to land on the tail, because obviously that's where it thinks the engine was, and I've got this more designed to cut the engine and come in like this, so I had to sort of take over at the last minute there. So let's head over here. I've got docking ports all over the place on this thing, so yep, right, we'll I suppose park it here. So let's lower our throttle down and let's head down nice gently. And we will grab one of our engineers. I think Janrina, you're the first. There you get. Oh, what on earth happened there? Wow. Okay. Oh, Janrina, what are you doing? Come on. Come on, act professional now. Look. Right, and we can link this one to that one there, like so. I wonder if them ladders are a bit too close. Grab. Don't know, possibly. And there we go. Now we are connected to the factory, or the Minmus base, I should say. We can where was it I wanted to build? Oh yes, we want to build the crane, don't we? There we are. I've already got it all set up in here. We needed 3,098 rocket parts, and we got to about 1,500, and was then converting ore directly into rocket parts. So it was being slow. It was being very slow indeed. It was like doing, I think, 0.1 of a part every second or something. It was going to take ages. There is one other thing that I've noticed. These allow you to refine metal as well as doing their ISRU thing. That I feel is wrong, because there is a smeltery which is supposed to break down ore into metal. So I think I might be... Well, I'm not going to edit the files for these at all, because last time I played with the KNK stuff it broke all sorts of weird things. But what I'm going to do is stop metal refining on those two, and I'll leave that one going for the minute, and we will print ourselves a smeltery and then use that. I guess it's going to be more efficient. I'm not sure. I need to send up more drills or build more drills or something. I'd like to make this self-sufficient. I'd really like to just, be able to have a base that you don't have to go back to the Kerbal Space Center 4 at all. So, but right, here's our rover. Let's build one of those, shall we? That's going to take 4 hours to build. That's absolutely fine. Our rocket parts are full, 2,400. So we had completed the rocket parts. Our metal storage had come up. So yeah, obviously we've taken 9 days to get over here. So that was full. So even with the full rocket parts, I could have probably reattached this as well. I'm not sure. Yeah, even with it all, I don't know if I'd have had enough to build this crane, and I think we're going to need the crane. I have decided what I'm going to do with the layout. This centerpiece, in fact these 3 centerpieces, are all going to have 4 legs on them each. They're not going to have these engines, they're going to have just a standard system with a leg. Hopefully I can unlock the ones with wheels. I would like that, but I'm not too sure about that. And then it will just be connected directly between the two. Via like one of these, be connected between the two. Anything that comes on the edge will have a wheel, a leg put on it, on the edge. And then if we have to connect something to the other side, for instance, it will just have one with a leg on the outside. So there'll be one in between each place. There'll be no docking ports, there'll be nothing like that. That'll all be just welded together using the construction system. I'm not sure how that's going to react with legs, because they are touching the ground. I'm not sure if when you connect together it's going to cause it to flip up in the air or do some weird explodey things. Not sure. We'll have to just figure it out as we go, and yeah, sort of take it from there. I need to relay things out because I want like construction one side. I've got all the farms this side. Science is where you print rocket parts, so I might have something come off here and split into a T. We can print these. We can print anything with the I say print, build with the launch pads. You can build anything. You simply go to this space tank hangar or VAB, you design something, you save it, and then when you come here and right click that with the UI, you can just pick whatever craft you want. So yeah, that all works. We also need to attach our liquid storage system there to make the fuel. We're going to print some more fuel tanks. That has to go off somewhere. So I'm thinking this is essentially going to become a giant sort of just a plus sign. Gardens this side, science with the ore storage on the outside there, and refining that side, and then probably liquid storage over here. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. So it's going to be sort of a plus. We're going to have a circle at the bottom. And that's our plan for next episode. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Hope to see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.